Effectively managing your fluid analysis program can save your company money, reduce unplanned downtime, extend drains, and increase overall equipment reliability. Our Polaris Laboratories team has helped thousands of companies like yours achieve optimal asset reliability through an effectively managed fluid analysis program. Through our experiences, we've identified 7 key attributes to consider when beginning or managing your program, ways to make it the best, and how to see your ROI soar. The first step is setting your program goals and making sure they are attainable. To do this, carefully examine your current maintenance practices and strategies to determine if they are helping you accomplish your goals or not. For starters, ask yourself these questions. What do we want out of our maintenance program? What are our goals? Do we want to reduce unscheduled downtime? Do we want to reduce labor and repair costs? Do we want to extend fluid drains or extend equipment life? After you've realized what you want out of your maintenance program, it's time to determine if you have the resources available to achieve those goals. The size of your program will determine the personnel and resources necessary to maintain it, and if fluid analysis will be their only responsibility or just part of their job. Some things to consider when determining resources are: how many units will be sampled? At what intervals will units be sampled? Will fluid analysis data be considered when making equipment purchasing decisions? What training will be required, and who will do it? The next step is building your equipment list. This is the list that is sent to the laboratory, which includes all your equipment, assets, and components, for which you will be sending samples to the laboratory for testing and analysis. Here are some things you will need to know about your equipment. Component type, manufacturer, model number, lubricant manufacturer, lubricant type, viscosity grade, filtration type, and sump capacity. Next, determine your fluid sampling intervals. The interval recommendations provided by your equipment manufacturer will give you a good starting point for developing your predictive maintenance practices. Sampling intervals should be based on the following considerations: criticality of the unit to production, factors like hot or dirty operating conditions, short trips with heavy loads and excessive idle times, repair times, replacement costs, and downtime costs. For proper trending, samples should be taken at regular intervals and from the same point each time. Train and retrain, when necessary, the personnel responsible for taking samples on the appropriate sampling points, frequency, and designated method for each unit tested. It's important to take an active role in minimizing sample turnaround times. This means doing everything you can to avoid any sample delays, whether at your shop or when the samples are processed at the laboratory. Submitting your sample information online via the Horizon online desktop app or the mobile app cuts down on time spent filling out handwritten forms and can eliminate readability errors when the sample is processed at the laboratory. We also recommend shipping your fluid sample to the laboratory the same day it was collected, using a trackable mail service so you can track your sample on its way to the laboratory. Receiving your sample reports electronically via email or through the Horizon data management system instead of mailed reports means you get results faster and can take action sooner. When reviewing your most critical information, consider what management needs to know most and share the results with them. The size of your operation and your goals and resources will dictate the best and most efficient metrics to share information with management. Some of the shared data can include scheduled downtime of equipment, reduction in oil costs via extended drain intervals, uptime reports, failure reductions, and documentation of cost savings due to fluid analysis. To realize the true value that an effective fluid analysis program can have on your overall business performance, you need to select the right partner. By collaborating with your fluid analysis partner, your program will deliver relevant and accurate results, so you can take action on your equipment. In deciding if a laboratory is right for you, here are a few things to consider. Is the laboratory ISO 17025 accredited? Can the laboratory perform the testing and analysis you need in an acceptable turnaround time? Can you send your samples to any testing location? Can you always speak with a data analyst? Is training and/or field support available?